connected into that place. That is found interesting by a research community. See, I am interested about that women encourages women or not, I don't know. But as a teacher from women studies, I will go, wow, is it? Let me understand what will happen. What are the pros and cons of it? As a teacher from a specific study. So automatically the behavior. Similarly, if the behavior is with regards to customers regarding FMCG, it is nothing but consumer related research, consumer research. Okay, marketing research we call. Consumer analytics we call that. If the behavior of stock markets we are studying, it is a financial research we can call, or the market research we can call. Market here, stock market. If the behavior is regarding the employees, group of employees, I have done some of the research aspect into that. Behavior related to the employees, it is a HR related research. HR analytics is mainly useful here. As an example, I'm just covering it. Okay? Understanding, what is the meaning of just now I told you. Knowledge that allows prediction of the behavior. Not only just understanding means learning about it. Using that, can you say something about the future behavior? This is the most important aspect in research. There's a place where statistical tools are widely useful to you. Later I will be using the names regression. Regression is a more powerful tool for a student, even for a researcher, for a faculty, etc. What are the activities? Whatever you bring into fore. That's what I'm telling you. All the 6 or 7 examples which I have quoted, they can be an activities. The way you see gives a new research idea. So it depends on you, how you motivated, how you are stimulated, and what you want to see as a third person from a different angle. That gives a research idea. Everyone is having a research idea. Only the thing is, are you ignited your ideas to bring to the forum or not? That's something we'll discuss. Can you just go through this? Use all your devices. The session is open for you using your electronic devices. I don't mind. I can do apologies to my coordinators. Use your devices and then find out the difference between tool, technique, method, and type in chat box. Fill it. Only 1 minute time I'm giving to you. I'm not taking a break. I'm giving a work to you. Meanwhile, let me see chat box information, everything connected to me. Okay. Waiting for your responses first. Only 1 minute time. You use all your devices, check it, tool, technique, and methods difference. I'm not teaching that. You should know. Mind it. Understand, sometimes using a mobile device is also difficult. Whereas in the classrooms, students will use left and right when faculty are teaching. But really, when a task is given, using the device for a particular goal is maybe sometimes a problem. My apologies again to all of you. You're all good students, I believe. Oh, good, we are getting some responses. Oh, we are there, students are there. 43 participants. Fine. If you are taking more time, I can understand that you know the, yeah. Okay. Okay, let me see how much time you require to connect to this. Fine, I'm going to the next. This is one startup. Now we are going to the important aspect. This you have to learn it. What is this called? Stages of research process. How the research actually happens. This is called the machine inside the machine, what is happening. If you are clear, see, everybody will use a wristwatch. Very good. But how many times you have seen just time, but how many times you have seen inside the machine, how it is functioning? That is a great research. You have to understand how a mechanical device or electronic device is connected to the next point, which stimulates the next one. Therefore, ultimately, you are getting your time dot. Now here, when we see this, there is a big flow of this circular path. Where to start, where to end is a big issue. But I'm giving you some dots. I'll be trying to connect the dots. Okay? The first one is review of literature. I don't know about research, sir. You told me, but how to start? Yeah. First, you go to library and read the research articles that are published. Already I have given 6 of the articles to you now in my discussions earlier. So start clicking the button, open the link, understand, oh, this is the research article on this aspect, very good. Okay? So review of literature is nothing but understanding the earlier researchers, whoever has contributed for a kind of a research. Then you can choose that, okay, this is a topic I'm interested. Am I interested in marketing related, HR related, finance related, something else? Good. Then that gives an idea, your scope for research, where you want to study, where you want to start your research. Either the topic related or subject related first, then a specific topic related, you will be getting it. Okay? Then you will be going for research design. See, as a car manufacturer, something says, we want to purchase a car. But ultimately, how many of us, while we are buying the car, will go into see the machine first and then buy the car? Everybody, oh, color is good, bright red, this color, that color, and the size is very, very good. BMW, big size, small size, all this. So you decide first based on the outside appearance, but research requires the inside part first. Outside, you can see once the paper publication I have shown you some research outputs. Oh, very good. Oh, this much only. I can easily do this research. See, the other side. But when you are doing it, then you understand. Madam, I don't know, madam, this one. Can you help me? Sir, I don't know. Can you help me? See, this is the general thing where you approach your professors. Professors will tell you, if you see your project report something, hey, what is this? You don't know how to write a sample. See, this is the way they will put a question because you already studied, but not applied that into the required thing because process is not clear to you. Now, how do you identify research design? It is a separate specialization. I'll be discussing that. Okay, give me some time. So you should understand what is a research design, how important it is. If you ask me, it is the heart. Now tell me any person without heart can live? Simple. Now the next one is that the most important thing. After the heart is there, the liver plays an important role. What is that called? Sampling design. Just now I told all your processes will ask questions. How much sample you have taken? Oh, 25, sir. Why 25? Why not 200? Simple. No answer for it. Okay? They know the answers. The faculty knows the answer. Therefore, they are asking the questions. Sampling design. How you are taking a sample from the population people and taking their opinions and consolidating opinions, which forms a report. So this is another important aspect in our body, in research process. Data gathering. Once you know the procedure of taking a sample, how to collect the sample, this is a painful task. I'll be discussing to you once the picture is coming. Okay? It's a painful task, not easy. In spite of today's electronic support that is there all the way. Data processing and analysis. This is the place, again, you should know various tools and techniques which we are going to discuss now. Data processing and analysis. Statistics plays a vital role in there. Then ultimately, the conclusions and report. Understand, if somebody is really serious, we can do this total process, entire process within a month. Again, I'm challenging you like Amex company. Okay, within 1 month. But there's a green channel is also there. Someone is actually interested that, sir, no, within 10 days, I want to send an article to a journal or I want to go for a conference. Very good. I have a green channel for you. Definitely you can comment to that. Okay? I'm just telling you. So it depends on how much time you can devote, effort, etc. Good. Now with all these things, what is the end result? If you see this picture, can anybody identify what is this picture? Can you type it in the text box? What is this you can see from your side? Let me see how many of you can identify. There's only one English word you have to supplement there by seeing the picture. One English word, cost. Anyone? Can you type in chat box? One English word to supplement that picture. That is the research done by that guy. Cost. Anyone? Shall I give you? I don't know whether students are there or not. They are able to understand my communication. Okay, I'll give you a hint to you. It starts with Y. Oh, is it? Or it starts with U? I don't know. You are tell me. Yeah, collection of no, the picture. This picture I'm asking you. You see the last visual where the pointer is there. Good? No? Fine. Think of it. I don't know your background of the learning, but I request you to take it serious. To take it serious and then come with them. Happiness. But okay, that is a general happiness. Thank you, my friend Dheeraj. But the thing is that what you are supposed to tell is that it was happened in some occasion. A great researcher has noticed his research outcome when he was there in that kind of a place. And he expressed his happiness with a single word in English. Can you come out? I think I'm an outdated person. I'm an old man. I'm sorry. I cannot stimulate you that much. Don't worry. We'll summary. No, sir. No, sir. It starts with why I told you also. Okay, leave it. Leave it. Good, good. I'm trying to stimulate you. Think of it till the session goes like this. Anytime you can type it. Dr. Jaya will see the right answer and he will announce it. Okay, good. Are you clear on this now? Good. Something I'm keeping a suspense. Okay, good. Now, if you see this, yeah. Now, what is this process? When you have seen the diagrammatic aspect, very good. You have seen that. But originates. It originates a question or a problem. Research is not simple. You have to first identify a question or a problem, which you can handle later. That's the most important. It requires a clear articulation of the goal. We should have a goal to reach. A specific plan and a procedure, just like I told design. You have a plan to carry out your research to meet your goal. And then the research problem itself is complicated. The research problem is complicated. Therefore, what you are doing, you are trying to see that, no, sir, it's not that. The research problem is complicated. So you are breaking them into pieces. One second. You are making them into pieces so that you will be learning them one by one. And then as a whole, integrating this, you are getting our result. Then the last one is you are having some hypothesis. Hypothesis is a statement as an assumption. Your research should include some hypothesis, which is nothing but a statement as an assumption, which you can prove it or disprove it. And accept certain assumptions. This hypothesis, you are under these conditions, this is okay. Under these conditions are violated, suppose it is not okay. These are called assumptions. And then the research requires vast knowledge of collecting the data and interpreting the outcomes. And it is a cyclic. Any phase is not okay, you have to redo it. That's a big challenge. So any PhD students are there, you check with them. Their process will be cycling kind of a thing. It will take more time. They'll come back and redo certain things. Okay, good. Now with this understanding, what is the way we can see the characteristics of a good researcher and a good research? This is also most important. That's the reason I'm telling you. Your faculty are giving 100 out of 100 to some student and giving only less marks to some student. Why? Your research may not be good, or their research is good, vice versa. Or you are a good researcher, you are giving the insights very well, and the other fellow has not done. These are the simple things. So keep this in mind. There is no shortcuts for research. You have to struggle. Shortcuts, only I can tell you today is that earlier, 20, 30 years back, we don't have this electronic version of the databases. Today we have. That's the only shortcut which you can access. Okay? And the second one is most important. Majority of students have seen that when the faculty are giving some suggestions, why don't you do like this? Madam, I can't do this. That's the thing. This you are not having a openness. If you are not open, research is not complete. Research won't go. You have to understand. That's the struggle actually you have to understand. And then when you are giving the scope and limitation, every research will have a limitation. What is the limitation? Under these situations, I have done my research. Beyond that, I need to rework on that. So every research report, including our internship reports, should have something about limitations. Then the process you have to explain. Majority of the research publications, if you see, Journal 600 articles, some of them are not mentioning how they have done this process. Okay, they keep it as a black box. You know what is a black box in aircraft? Okay, fine, I'll come to that back. So therefore, if you are closing it, people may not be understanding, because research process should be open, and that is the good research, and people will be trying to imitate your research and learning better. And your design, planned design is very, very important. This is one thing. Good. Okay, sorry. Now, why you have to do research? Again, not for self-enlightenment. You are not Gautama Buddha sitting down the tree and then, yeah, I got my enlightenment. No, research is different. It is a task-oriented. When you join a company, the company is giving a project and your job is to do research and see that project will be viable or not. That's it. When you are doing internship, it is a task-oriented. Your faculty are evaluating that. There's a task-oriented. Not for, oh, I learned a lot. I want a piece of paper called degree. No. It has its own advantages and disadvantages. Comparing data sets. This is another important thing you have to keep in mind. Oh, that fellow has done this data and I am changing the data and doing it. It's not just comparing the data and saying research. Correlating data sets, mere correlating data sets is not research. You have to understand there's something extra you are doing. Problems which you can answer as yes, no, no. Yes, women are supporting women. No, you cannot say that word. Under what reasons women support another woman? That is the thing is called research. Otherwise, if you make a statement, I did research, women supports women. No, it is not research. Under what situations women support another woman or not, if you can say, that is called research. Are you clear? Yeah. Now understand why research is complicated or not comfortable to some of you is because you should know something called iceberg principle. What is iceberg principle? Iceberg principle, anybody can understand, can know about it? Type it in the chat box. Okay. The thing is that 90% is invisible, only 10% part of the visible. Of course, all of you know very well the English movie you have seen, I believe, right? Good. But what is the role of you as a researcher? You are like a diver. Diver means what? Jumping into the waters, going to the deep sea, understanding the 90% part which is not known to others and explaining to others. Because of this, the research, the outcome is the people are behaving like that. Earlier we told behavior. How the behavior is happening, then it is because of these 90% reasons, not 10% which are visible. Are you okay? Now, this is most important. Take a pic of this. Take a picture of this because sources. Sir, you have motivated me like anything to do my research, but I don't know from where I have to start, from where I can get my ideas. What is the way I can start my research? By observation. You are talking now. We both are interacting each other. Observe. Oh, this guy told something about these things. Come on, let me start understanding them. Or go to your library and do a review of literature. Study various research outcomes and come back to that. Attending professional conferences. Again, I'm telling you, in your CV, as an ex-recruiter, I'm telling to you, in your CV, if you are mentioning that these are the 2 papers I published in journal, these are the 2 papers I presented in a conference, you are different from others there. Recruiters will like you. So attending professional conferences and presenting your ideas there and converting into a research paper, interacting with your experts. Suppose your faculty are there or a person like me, suppose is coming here, I'll be giving my network contact to you later. Then automatically you can interact with people and you can develop the more knowledge on this and you can do your research. So there are various sources of finding research problems. Good? Yeah, I'm going a bit slow. Okay. Okay. Anybody, any curiosity? Why this picture has shown? Anybody can type in chat box. Why this picture has been shown here for this topic? Anyone? Quickly. Please make it fast because we have a limited time. Any idea? Okay, come. Understand one thing. The 3 case studies which I am giving to you are more powerful here because through this you will be learning something about research, how people have done in great companies like GM, General Motors, NASA, and scientific research and exploration, and Coke versus New Coke, means Coke as a company, bottling company. Fine? You will be surprised to see these things. These 3 links I'll be giving to you at the end of the session. General Motors, as a company, got a complaint saying that whenever I'm going to store to purchase vanilla ice cream and coming back and opening the car, General Motor car, actually the car was not started. Whereas when I take another brand of ice cream, another flavor of ice cream, and then the car is started by that time. So the question was posed by the customer to the company that by any chance, General Motor car, a specific brand name they have mentioned, is allergic to vanilla ice cream. Is it not a great research that? Oh, to find the question and the problem and the answer, they have done a great research. The link has been provided there. NASA has invested money in finding a writing device, a pen, which can write in a zero gravity level. They were unable to explore it. Whereas the Russian cosmonauts, they have explored it. They just used a pencil. See the difference between understanding and doing it and making as a research outcome. Coke was a new Coke. I don't know how many of you are aware about the old Coke. It was in green color. Then the Coke made a change in the color. Now whatever you can see today also, same thing. But before introducing that, they have done a great research, but they failed. They failed in identifying the customer requirement. This was a great link which I'll be providing to you. Okay, good. Now, if you are clear about this, I'm checking my time and I'm closing it. We have 10, 40, 15 minutes time is there, therefore. Now, what you have to do? Observation, you can do that. Identify an assumption called as hypothesis. Prediction, do the forecasting later and test your hypothesis. Verify your hypothesis correct or not for any kind of a marketing research. There was an example here which was given to you. That is regarding the t-shirts. Somebody's t-shirts, they are selling it. And the company is able to sell, why can't I get a same kind of my shirts will be sold? There's a competitor worry. So how a competitor has to handle it. Now, these are the group of examples. Please take a pic of it or note down these things because these are the different examples which you will be facing it during your project. The moment you join a company, the company will say that allocate the advertisement budget among the media. Media means social media, print media, electronic media, whatever they call. Is that how much budget is to be given to this because our sales should be happen more compared to last week. So estimate, don't handle the problem. So 20% you give to social media because people are seeing social media only. No, you cannot say outletly like that. You start doing a research in estimating the awareness generated by each media. Then you suggest which media is more powerful. Similarly, I have given another example regarding that, whether the office or library should be opened or not on Saturday. First of all, you see that the Saturday, you are already working on Saturday. There was a customer complaint given to her. Saturday, we don't want to work. Don't keep it open kind of a thing. Now you have to understand that how much usage has been done by the library or office during the weekdays. And then will the customers will take the load of that instead of when we close Saturday, that load can be taken on any other weekdays with a distributed time. So this kind of research one has to do it. Similarly, new health service to be introduced, we have a reason. So whenever there is a management problem where the company is facing, don't handle it directly. Do the research concerned to that by handling a research problem, solve it, and the outcome of research problem will be the solution for managerial problem. Increasing of sales, that's another example. Change of marketing program. These are good examples. Go through this. Now, people will say that, oh, you are done research. What type of research you are done? Okay. The moment the type of research is coming, because we have 10 minutes time, I'm just adjusting my session. Okay. There are 3 types basically. Types when you say. Because type is nothing but what category of research you have done. That's the meaning of that. People say that I don't know anything of it. I try to explore it. Oh, this is the thing we got. So they have not done deep research. They studied certain levels. Peripherally, they have studied. It is called exploratory type of research. Exploratory research. And the second one is that we have done exploratory research. We got the reasons, majority of the cases, like the iceberg principle I discussed to you. Now, what we are doing, trying to do, how much of these things, whatever we identified, are the actual reasons for research problem or not. We are doing a descriptive research because it describes the behavior of the entities which we discussed in the very beginning as per definition of research. The third one is most important, causal research. It's not a casual research. Causal research is very, very important because after doing descriptive research, knowing that these are the factors really influencing, by changing one factor, how much it is influenced by other factors, that we can identify it. So there are 3 categories of research. The way you perform your research, it can be labeled with a sticker, like how you are having a registration number, how you are having a name. People will label your research like this. Now come to the last part of it, research design. Research design is nothing but very, very essential. The heart, I told you. How you are doing the process is called research. Okay? The process can be experimental. Second one is quasi-experimental. Third one is non-experimental. In all these three types of research design, only one factor varies. What is that? Randomization. You use the word random very frequently, randomly. But there's the actual meaning of randomness in research. Okay? So if both the subject and objects are connected with treatments, otherwise, are connected with random procedures, it is called experimental, fully random experimental. Quasi-experimental is that any one of the subject or the treatment are randomly taken, used. Non-experimental is the place where we are not using any random aspects of selecting the subject or applying the treatments on the subjects. Both are done manual according to our choice. So these are the three different types of research. Okay. Details we'll be discussing in the next modules, whatever it is, mind it. But to come to this level of experimental design, you have to remember one person, Professor R.A. Fisher, father of statistics. What he has done, he introduced three words: replication, randomization, local control. Replication, repetition. Don't draw conclusions by taking 10 or 20 samples. No, take more samples, because when the more the samples comes, automatically the distribution will be becoming normal distribution. That's what your teachers also will say. So take more samples. So replication is repetition. Randomization, try to use randomness either by treatments or by selecting subjects, because your personal bias can be reduced. Local control, the effect of other variables should not. Suppose I am handling a task today now. If the outside environment is more disturbing to you, you cannot listen what is happening there. So in the same way, when the research is there, local control is other factors kept constant. For example, quantity demand is a function of price, which the economics teacher teaches you. Keeping other things constant, in English it is called, in Latin it is called ceteris paribus. What is the meaning of the other factors? Maybe they're influencing the quantity demand, but don't worry, keep them steady. That's called local control. Are you okay? Fisher has experimented these three principles of experimental design: replication, randomization, local control, through one great research experiment. From there, he was popular, and then that kind of research everybody is doing today. Mind it. Fisher's lady tea taste test. I don't know how to pronounce it from your side. Okay. Fisher's, R.A. Fisher's lady, not his lady, a lady. That's the meaning of that. Tea or coffee. Tasting test. Beautiful experiment, he has done it, and so this link has been given. You can understand, and you understand the probability used behind that, and you will enjoy, and you'll get back to and appreciate it. Oh, statistics is great. Now, I'm just giving this as an example to you. In place of bank, wherever is there, you write any company, any outlet, you can do 100 research papers. If anybody is really motivated to do research, please take this and explore it, and then get back to customers who are not happy in spite of company is doing well. Already MX company we have seen example like that. And then they have conducted a survey by using identifying different parameters, and they noticed that compared to the competitors, they are not doing well. In what manner you can develop the business? If you really take up this as a project on individual or a small teams, and connect to your faculty, and whenever you have a doubt, you can connect to me. We can publish 100 publications actually, even though we have 40 students here, I'm telling in general. Okay, and then you will be getting better placements, and your university will be getting highlighted, because it is called collaborative research. Good. I'll be sending this information to your coordinators. Now, almost we are closing, keeping in mind the time only I'm doing it. Otherwise, each one can be taken at length as a full session. Right. We have only 5 minutes time. Now, there are 7 career trends which you have to keep in mind. One is AI. AI plays an important role today. So jobs are connected. And ML is machine learning, we call. And again, there are different aspects you have to keep in mind. Sir, I am not a computer science engineering background. I'm not MCA background. Example, I'm just giving you. Don't worry. There are different levels which AI can be applicable, machine learning can be applicable. As a student of MBA, as a student of MCA, if you can understand that level, you will be getting jobs accordingly. There's a Sanskrit say, Yat bhavam tad bhavati. So whatever you learn from this, you can apply to that much. You'll be getting a job accordingly. But don't be greedy of the other guy who has learned more programming, Python, Gita, kind of a thing, and then getting 25 lakhs. Oh, I'm not getting that much salary. That is a different thing. Again, I told you how much, what is the container you are taking to a water bed, that much of water only you'll be carrying. Okay. Now, sustainable energy experts. I'm telling you, today, EV, electric vehicle market, is another source of energies. So alternative source of energies. Try to work on these things. Lot of jobs and startups are there with the EV, electric vehicle concept. Alternative energy, whatever it is. Okay, work on this. You'll be getting more jobs here. Data privacy and cyber security analysts. If you are really good in the coding part and you know something about the way in way the filtering can be done by learning these things, you will be getting more jobs. Healthcare technology professionals. Pandemic taught us two things. Before that, one more great incident happened. What was that? If you know something about my favorite example, that is called demonetization. Demonetization taught us how to move towards digital currency. Great. Okay, everybody, now today, if you are swiping the card or using the scanning some information, then automatically is thanks to demonetization. Now, pandemic taught us two things. One is what? Teachers were very great saying that, oh, without student face-to-face, I cannot teach. Pandemic taught us how to teach online. Okay? The third one, medical healthcare. Doctor touching the pulse. Without touching the patient, I cannot tell you. Pandemic taught us how a doctor can treat a patient without seeing them, without touching them. Good. Three great examples, learning. That is called research. Now coming back to this. Healthcare, lot of jobs are there. Again, I'm telling you, don't be a medical practitioner to be in healthcare. In healthcare, we have different wings, verticals. So each one of you, depending upon your interest and the skills you are going to learn as per market trend is concerned, you'll be getting jobs. Okay. Remote work facilitators and digital collaboration of managers. Today that is happening. Co-working. Co-working is happening. And just like today, how we are happening, your university is somewhere else, I'm here, but still the session is going on. Simple example. E-commerce, logistics, supply chain management plays a vital role today. We see, even during the war, it has its advantage, disadvantage. War, you know very well. Okay, Israel, Russia. Coming back. Lot of issues are there connected to that, and lot of research problems are happening. People are evaluating, coming with the new ideas. Content creators, again, I'm telling you, and digital marketing strategies. Students who want to see that, sir, pandemic mein hum thak gaya, sir. We don't want to go to office, sir. Sitting at home, we want to work. Very good. Okay, you can develop content creators, and then you can get a jobs accordingly. Good. Links already I have given. It is not my own way of saying. I have given a source for each and every case. As a researcher, our job is to give source. And somebody will say, sir, you are telling all technology related. I am a finance guy, specialization. How it is? Yes. In finance, analytics plays an important role. Just now I told you. Either it is a banking related sector, stock related, insurance related, you have plenty of jobs. How much technical knowledge you'll be gaining, and then accordingly jobs will be there. Okay, I'm just skipping this. Okay, please understand. Marketing, consumer behavior, I told you a number of times. CB, consumer behavior plays an important role, and automatically the forecasting is a very, very statistical powered tool, and you will get more jobs here. You will get more jobs if you are good in technology. Human resources, I told you, some of the students, girls will be saving some hesitation saying that, sir, HR, I will sit at home and office and do the work, back office work. Yes. But today, if you don't know analytics, HR main role is not the attendance taking, roll call, or the labor, how many are coming in time, punching. Short time they are coming, absenteeism is not a major issue today. Because that all jobs will be done by electronically. Your job is doing analytics, using analytics, how the employee behavior is happening. Now, if you are really serious about statistics, the statistics that you have to understand, designing the studies, you have to understand more statistics for that. Hypothesis related testing, you have to understand. Estimation, I told you earlier as an example, Mahabharata time example. Like that, how to estimate the population size. These are three situations where statistics plays an important role, and various statistical tools are there. You see here, if you can see the diagram, some of you maybe studied during your graduation, undergraduation, whatever it is called. Parametric test. Whatever we do, parametric test. One sample, two sample. comparison purpose. More than 2 samples also there. I'll come to that. And T-test and G-test, which you are studying somewhere else. Sir, 2 minutes. I'm just closing, sir. One minute I'll be closing. Okay, independent sample, paired sample. These are best comparisons are there. So all these are the statistical tools which will be useful. We can handle a separate section exclusively for this. And to last slide. Tools of analytics in research. What you have to study? MS Excel. I'm good in that. Very good. Companies are giving a job to you if you are good in 100% MS Excel. So along with that, Power BI I studied. Very good. Excellent. SAP I have studied. No, not here. Company has given me some training. Very good. Tableau. Very good. All these things. R as a language. Python as a language. Other than that, there are so many mix of the languages because the platform they are called software platforms. If you are good in any of software platform, recruiters will be giving you. And if you are not very good in these softwares, don't worry too much. Basics you be thorough with MS Excel. Suppose companies are having their own SAP ERP systems, they'll be training you for a week first. Now conclusion. If you see my conclusion, we started with B, we are closing with B. What is the B and B? It's not BB. Banking, we have given the first example MX. And healthcare examples we have taken. Automobile company examples we have taken. You remember well? Vanilla ice cream, allergic to GM water. That's a great example we have discussed. Space, NASA, research, writing, pen is not writing example. FMCG, Coke versus New Coke. Beautiful example there are. Brewing, my friend already told, Fisher, Arya Fisher. Fisher's ready test testing. So brewing, you have a lot of jobs, not only in coffee related, even liquor related. So you'll be getting more jobs in these kind of platforms. With this, I'm concluding. Okay? And then you have any questions, answers, I'm there. If time is over, Jay. Yes, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, Dr. K.S. Rao, sir. Let's see if learners have any questions. If you have any questions, please drop it in the chat box so that I could ask sir on behalf of you. So there is a question from Dheeraj, sir. It's saying, Dheeraj Kumar is saying that he has done research in the e-commerce, drop shipping, reselling. In all these are main areas in the digital marketing. So if he wants to do or open his own startup, be an entrepreneur, so does he need to have much more skill of digital marketing?
Yeah, good. Maybe a question for to others also sometimes. Startups are good in India, first of all, because it gives an immediate employment engagement also. All startups are not giving the converting into the business units. This is the first point you have to keep in mind. Why? Because you may think that you are working in a company and working in your own startup. That's a big problem. Attitude. Startup requires a different attitude. First point. Okay. So that is the first point you have to keep in mind. Accordingly, digital market plays a vital role in all businesses, including today we see main companies, all main companies, HB as a company, as an example I want to give, they are having their own digital platforms. So don't think that digital platforms are useful only for startups. Startups people will use mainly because they may not be having that kind of a branding difference to their website. Their website is not known to the public, so they use social. You can learn basics of social marketing. That's it, and not the great thing. For example, if you know how to open a separate page in Facebook or Instagram or even the LinkedIn, that's it. That's a basic. And how you want to decorate your page, it depends on your skills. For example, if you see my PPT, in all my classes will be like that in a regular class, not for a expert talk today. In all my classes, it will be decorated. And my quiz questions to all of you is that you take each slide, and the side any picture is there, you understand what is the picture, how that is connected to my theory, my subject or the topic of the slide. That's it. That's a great research. So if you can really do that kind of a research and use your innovative ideas while doing your digital market, yes, digital market plays an important role for your startup. Hope that I answered your question.
Thank you, Dr. K.S. Srinivasa Rao, sir. There is one more question Yuvraj said he has. He is an undergrad learner. He's confused whether to turn up for MCA or BCA. He is thinking about the package, but he is not correlating it, which is suitable for him.
No problem. And normally I do counseling also, mentoring and counseling. The first question, thanks you for your doubt. And thank you for expressing it openly. That's the first point. and you should not have this kind of a dilemma. Okay, coming back to this, whether it is a MCA or MBA, again, I'm telling you, MCA requires a different tempo of working, and then the job opportunities are different. MBA is a different thing. Irrespective of graduation background, you can do MBA. You can choose your different verticals, marketing, finance, HR, so like that. Okay, specializations. Whereas MBCA means you are specialized into one area. Within that, you are further specializing either in the name of artificial intelligence, etc. So basically, do you have a temperament towards technology? If that is the question that you can pose, and if you are eligible to do MCA, okay. But once you are into that one, because the competition, who will be your competitors? Engineering graduates will be there, MCA graduates will be there. And people with a BCA background will be coming to MCA. And people with another background also may come into MCA. Then you see your competitors, you see your skill level then compared to that fellow. Always if you are here, the problem. Unless you do that extra 1 mile effort, if you put it, definitely you can compete, you'll be getting a job. But don't see the package. Packages, people, when recruiters, when we handle the placement, campus placement, we see that, oh, all of them in the same campus, same program, no difference. Everybody got 60%, otherwise your university won't filter you for sitting into the placement. So no much difference. How you are different, I told you, I've done any research publications, I've done any projects, collaborative projects, and then any startup models you have done. Suppose as you are saying something, other fellow is saying, startup models need not be a commercial one. It is a model. So this is my idea, I converted this. Very good. So this is the way you can get a better cutting edge compared to others in getting a better salary. That's it. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, sir.
Namaskar.
So, on behalf of GLA University, CDOE, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for taking this wonderful session to share your invaluable insights and expertise in today's session. Your session on unveiling the power of research shaping the career in modern age has been incredibly enlightening. Reason being, you are giving that connect how to understand each industry by giving an example, which has already like case studies are published in the open platform. So learners and as faculties, we are also able to connect it. Sometimes as faculties or even learners, we think we know each and everything about the research, but that's not the truth. You have it at your opening statements, you said you should be a good learner or a continuous learner to understand research. So this is of something of that kind of session where it is a torch bearing session, I would say, where
Are we connected? Anyone can help me? Are we connected? Any problem from my side? Technological problem? Time up? Shall I close it?
Sir, wonderful wonderful for this enlightening session. Our learners have learned a lot from you, and with this we come to the end of this session. And really, we look forward to meeting you again. I think it was a very insightful session and wonderful. I would also be sharing the feedback with our learners. And thank you for guiding all our learners. And with this, we come to the end of this session. Thank you for coming to GLU.